There are 5 psychological tricks that can make someone think about you constantly, even if they didn't care about you at all in the beginning. And the darkest part? These tactics are used by cult leaders, master manipulators, and toxic partners because they work every single time. Once you understand these patterns, you'll start noticing them everywhere. And once you see them, you can't unsee them. Stay with me. The 5th one is the most dangerous, and it quietly destroys more people than any of the others. We like to think we choose who we care about, who we remember, who we pursue. But that's not how the human brain operates. Your mind is constantly responding to subtle cues you don't consciously notice. Cues that decide who feels familiar, who feels safe, and who becomes unforgettable. If someone understands these psychological levers, they can create a powerful emotional imprint, one that pulls your focus back to them again and again. Today, we break down the 5 core tactics behind obsession, what they are, why they work, and how to recognize them before they take hold. The first trick is the mirror effect, and it goes far beyond copying body language. This is psychological reflection. When someone mirrors your posture, your tone, your pace, your emotional intensity, your brain interprets it as compatibility. But compatibility isn't what's happening, it's calibration. Imagine meeting someone who instantly feels easy to talk to. There's no awkwardness, no friction, no effort. They match your rhythm as if they've known you for years. Your brain has ancient wiring for this. Mirror neurons. They activate when you see yourself reflected in someone else's behavior. That familiarity creates trust, and trust creates attachment. Manipulators use this intentionally. If you shrink, they soften. If you rise, they rise with you. If you open up, they open, but just enough to keep pace. It feels like connection, but it's actually synchronization, engineered to lower your defenses quickly. And once your guard drops, almost everything that follows becomes easier for them to influence. The second trick is emotional scarcity, one of the fastest ways to create fixation. Most people try to build attraction by giving more time, more effort, more attention. But dark psychology works in the opposite direction. Intermittent attention, inconsistent emotional availability, taps into the same neural pathways that make people addicted to gambling. Your brain gets trained to chase the next hit of connection. When someone responds predictably, they feel stable, but not intoxicating. When someone responds unpredictably, they become a puzzle your mind wants to solve. A warm tone followed by sudden distance. A long conversation one day followed by silence the next. Moments of closeness interrupted by moments of coldness. Your brain interprets the inconsistency as a threat, and threats demand focus. You start thinking about them more. You replay past interactions. You analyze every detail, searching for meaning. The obsession grows not because they're special, but because the pattern never stabilizes. Third, strategic vulnerability. This is not random oversharing, it's precision. True manipulators don't open up immediately. They study you first. They learn your empathy. They sense which stories will resonate with your emotional landscape. Then they reveal something that feels intimate, painful, or deeply personal. I never talk about this, but I've always been afraid people would leave. You're the only one who makes me feel understood. The message is crafted to make you feel uniquely trusted. And once you feel trusted, you mirror it back. You reveal something equally personal. You expose emotional territory they can later use, shape, or weaponize. What makes this technique dangerous is that the story they tell doesn't even need to be true. It just needs to feel sincere. The vulnerability is a hook, and your empathy becomes the line that pulls you closer. Fourth, pattern interruption. Your brain survives by predicting what happens next. When someone behaves predictably, your nervous system relaxes. But when someone shifts unpredictably, even once, your brain snaps to attention. Imagine a person who is consistently kind until one unexpected moment where they challenge you sharply, or someone who is always calm until they suddenly show intensity, or someone agreeable until they take a firm stance on a single topic. That single deviation creates intrigue. Your brain starts replaying the moment, trying to understand who they really are. It doesn't feel like manipulation. It feels like depth. And depth is addictive. When someone breaks their pattern deliberately, they create a psychological scar, a moment your mind returns to again and again. This is why some people linger in your thoughts long after they're gone. Not because they were significant, but because they disrupted your expectations. Pattern interruption makes the ordinary unforgettable. And now, the final and most destructive technique, the emotional roller coaster. If you've ever experienced this, you know exactly how powerful it is. It begins with overwhelming positivity, affection, attention, intensity, charm. You feel elevated, emotionally, chemically, physically. Then everything drops. They become distant, short, cold, unavailable. Your stomach sinks. Your nervous system panics. You feel the withdrawal. Just when you're ready to detach, the warmth returns. They apologize. They explain. They reconnect. And your brain associates them with the cycle: high, drop, high, drop. This is the same reinforcement loop used in slot machines, mobile games, and certain high-pressure sales tactics. The emotional high becomes addictive because you never know when the next one is coming. From the outside, the relationship looks chaotic. From the inside, it feels like intensity, connection, passion, all mixed with anxiety. This is the trick that keeps people stuck for years, unable to leave even when they know something is wrong. These 5 tricks can absolutely make someone obsessed with you, whether the intention is innocent, unconscious, or malicious. But once you understand how they work, you can defend your mind against people who use psychology as a weapon. And if you've experienced any of these patterns in real life, you already know how powerful and how damaging they can be. If you want a deeper breakdown of even darker tactics used by cults, social engineers, and high-level manipulators, just let me know. Because the game is already happening. The only question left is whether you choose to understand the rules. Follow Lucid Code for more.